Hey newbies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Niraja Anand. In this video, we are discussing mental ability questions of Forensic Science Lab 2021 question paper. First question is, what is the least prime number in the options mentioned below? I know you people are wondering how this question can be asked in the paper. Yes. They have asked this question in the paper. It is very simple question. 2 is the first prime number. Okay, 2 is the least and the first prime number, and also 2 is the only even prime number we have. Okay, rest all prime numbers are odd. Do remember this one. 0 is not a prime number, 1 is not a prime number, 2 is the least prime number. Common wrong answers students stick for this question is 1. Be very careful. 2 is the answer for this question. Next question is, a class of boys stands in a single line. Sunil is 19th in order from both the ends. How many boys are there in the class? It is very simple. Just add 19 twice minus 1. That is 38 minus 1, which is 37. I'll give you an example for this. See, let's take 5 people. I'll make them to stand in a row like this. Okay, let's consider this as Sunil. See, let me consider as the first place, second, third, fourth, fifth. From this side, it is first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. See, Sunil is third from this end and also third from this end. Check how many are there. Are there 6 people? No, there are only 5 people. This is the logic. Just add 3 plus 3. We get 6 minus 1, that is 5. Very important note here is to get the middle person. To get the middle person, count of the people should be odd. Correct? No? Then only we get one person in the middle. So this can't be answer and this can't be answer. So we have left with only 2 options. Use the logic and answer it. Simple. Answer is this. 37 is the final answer. Newbies, next question is, what is the 30th term of the series? 3, 6, 9. Okay, let me take the series here. 3, 6, 9. Next value? Yes, 12, 15. Like this. They're asking for 30th term. Very simple. Just observe this. This is 3 tables, right? See, 3 1s are, 3 2s are, 3 3s are. Then what is 3 30s are? 3 into 30 is 90. That's simple. Am I clear? See, option A is the answer for this question. Yes, formula is also there. See, values are in AP. AP in the sense difference should be same. Difference means T2 minus T1, second term minus first term, or we have to take this as third term minus second term, or we have to take this as fourth term minus third term. These values should be same. Let's check it. Second term is 6, first term is 3. So we get the difference 3. Then third term is 9, second term is 6. See, here also we are getting the difference 3. Then fourth term is 12 and the third term is 9. See, since the differences are same, the values are in AP. That simple it is. Now let's take nth term formula. Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. Take it as T30. What is the first number? 3. And here n value becomes 30. N minus 1 is 29. And D value is 3. Okay. Let's simplify this. 3 plus 87. Final answer is 90. We get the same answer. See, this is lengthy method. Like this also you can do, but why do we waste time by taking all this thing? Correct? No, just analyze it properly and get the answer. Very simple. Option A is the answer for this question. Next question is, sum of 21, 22, 23 up to 50 is. Question is to add all the natural numbers from 21 to 50. Okay, I know first thing that comes to your mind when you see this continuous numbers, that to natural numbers, yes, the formula n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Newbies, be very careful. This formula is applicable for the natural numbers, that to continuous natural numbers starting with 1, not with 21. Yes, we can use this formula. I'll let you know how. First, take the sum of all the natural numbers till 50. Okay, from this, subtract the sum of all the natural numbers till 20. That's it. After removing these numbers, we'll be left out with the sum of all the numbers starting from 21 to 50. That's it. That is what we need to answer this question. Correct? Let's take the sum of all the natural numbers from 1 to 50. N value will become 50. 50 into 51 divided by 2. We get 1275. Okay. Now, let's find out this value. Sum of all the natural numbers from 1 to 20. We get n value as 20 here. 20 into 21 divided by 2. This value is 210. What do you have to do after this? Just subtract 210 from this number. That's simple. We get the final answer 1065. That is what the required answer for this question. I hope this is clear. See, not only this method, we can use AP to solve this question, arithmetic progression concept. See the series, the difference is same, right? 21 plus 1, 22, 22 plus 1, 23. The difference is 1. So we can use the concept of AP. Here, some formula is n by 2. First term plus last term. What is this n, ma'am? Don't take n as 50. Okay, n is number of terms. From 21 to 50, how many terms are there? That is the value of n. How many terms are there? 21 to 50. There are 30 terms. So n value will become 30. 30 divided by 2. First term is 21 and the last term is 50. If we simplify this, we get the same answer. I hope this is clear. Newbies, let me introduce a wonderful shortcut to add any continuous 10 numbers. See, 21 plus 22 up to 30. See, this value is, just add 4 to this first number. We get 25 and place 5 as the ending number. This simple it is. You can add and check. To add any continuous 10 numbers, take the first number, add 4 to that and place like this. Last number should be 5. Okay, let's take 31, 32. Can you guess the value of this till 40? It's very simple, 355. 31 plus 4, we get 35 and the last number should be 5. 355 is the summation value when we add 31, 32, 33 up to 40. Continuous 10 numbers. Okay. Now let's take last 10 numbers, that is 41, 42 up to 50. Okay, this value is 455. I hope you are enjoying the technique. It's very simple. Now to get the answer, what do we have to do? We have to just add this 3 numbers. Answer is 1065. We have discussed 3 methods to solve this question. One is using the formula of sum of natural numbers and another one is AP method and this finally shortcut method. Whichever you are comfortable with, use it. Okay? Let's continue now. A cricketer scored 180 runs in the first test match, 258 runs in the second test match. How many runs should he score in the third test match so that his average score in the 3 tests would be 230 runs? Very simple questions, newbies. See, average formula is sum divided by total. Correct? No? In the place of average, we have to write 230. See, first match, the score is 180. And in the second match, 258. Third match, we have to find, let's take it x, divided by total number of matches, 3. Just solve this and get the value of x. That simple it is. Okay. Let's simplify this. This is 230 into 3 is equal to 438 plus x. Okay, what is 230 into 3? We get 690 minus 438 is equal to x. Finally, x value is 252. Option D is the answer for this question. Newbies, very interesting question is here. See, a monkey climbs 30 feet at the beginning of each hour and rests for a while when he slips back 20 feet before he again starts climbing in the beginning of the next hour. If the monkey begins his ascent at 8 a.m., at what time will he first touch a flag at 120 feet from the ground? They are telling the flag is at 120 feet from the ground. Here, monkey is climbing this, okay, to touch that flag. In the starting of every hour, it is climbing 30 feet, okay, and before the beginning of the next hour, it is coming down 20 feet. That means every hour, it is climbing just 10 feet. Agree? See, first it is climbing 30 feet and then it is coming down 20 feet before the beginning of the next hour. That means every hour it is climbing 10 feet. Am I clear? After this first step, what we do? We take like this. Every hour it climbs 10 feet. It has to climb 120 feet. How many hours? Our favorite method, crisscross method. Yes, we get the answer 12 hours. Okay. 8 a.m. plus 12 hours, 8 p.m. is the answer. No. While solving these pattern questions, don't take the final value directly like this. It's a very big mistake. Let me tell you how. See, what I'll do is, yes, we know every hour it climbs 10 feet. Instead of taking 120 feet here, I'll take 90 feet. Okay. How many hours? 9 hours. Okay. Meaning of this is, exactly at 9th hour, the monkey is here, okay, 90th feet. How many feet are left out? 30 feet is left out. Next hour is 10th hour. What will happen in the beginning of every hour? It climbs 30 feet, no? It climbs 30 feet. That means in the beginning of 10th hour, it touches the flag, right? That's it. We have to stop the timings over there. Am I clear? Answer for this question is 10 hours, not 12 hours. If we take that 120 feet directly, we get 12 hours. It's a wrong value. You should not do that. Okay? See, at the 9th hour, the monkey is here. In the beginning of the 10th hour only, it climbs this 30 feet and touches the flag. We have to stop the timings and we have to consider 10 hours as the answer, not 12 hours. Am I clear? I hope you have understood the concept. And I know you have doubt here. Ma'am, why do we take that 90 feet? Why not other values? Very simple. While solving these type of questions, just check what is the maximum positive work. 30 feet, right? Then take the multiple of 30 just before 120. 90. That's why I have assumed 90 here. Simple concept. Whenever you solve this positive, negative concept, don't take the final value directly. Okay? Just before that, just before the final value, whatever the multiple of this maximum positive value, that value you have to consider. Okay, I've taken 90 here and we got 9 hours. 9th hour, the monkey will be at 90th feet. And in the beginning of the 10th hour, what will happen? It climbs that remaining 30 feet and touches the flag. We have to stop the timings over there. Therefore, the answer for this question is 8 a.m. plus 10 hours, which is 6 p.m. I hope this is clear. Find the number that come in the place of question marks. This is number series concept. We have to find these two numbers. Okay. See, 1, 2, 4, 3, 9, 4, 16, 5. It's a very simple number. You have to split this as two series. See, here 1, 4, 9, 16. Next number, you can easily guess the next number. See, these are perfect squares, right? 1, 4, 9. This is 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square. Next, it should be 5 square. That is 25. Only option we have 25 is this. We can tick it or else yes. Let's check the next series. 2, 3, 4, 5. Next number should be 6, right? Yes. Option C is the answer for this question. Next question is, find the number that comes in the place of question mark. Newbies, this is similar to previous question. Here also we have to create pattern. According to that, we have to answer it. Okay? Just think what can be the answer here. It is very simple question. Just add these numbers. Each row gives us the sum 15. See? Now, let's add these two. We get 9. What number I should add to 9 to get 15? Think 6, right? That is the answer for this question. Okay, newbies, see, not only rows, even columns. See, 9 plus 4 plus 2. 9 plus 4 plus 2, we are getting 15. And this column, 5 plus 3 plus 7. Here also we are getting 15. Then here we should get 15. Am I clear? Now let's add the numbers. 1 plus 8, 9. 8 plus what number gives us 15? 6 is the answer. This way you have to check it. Simple question. Next question is, A is taller than B but not as tall as C. B is taller than D. C is not as tall as E. Who among is the tallest? To solve these type of questions, just go with the elimination process. I'll take the variables here. These are the 5 variables given. Correct? No, they're asking for the tallest. Read this first statement. A is taller than B. That means B is not tallest. Okay. But not as tall as C. We can remove A also. Okay. Now, let's come to the second statement. B is taller than D. See, B is taller than D means D can't be the tallest one. Now, it's a competition between C and E. Let's come to the final statement. C is not as tall as E. Superb. We can remove C. Left out is E. This simple. E is the tallest now. Option D is the answer for this question. That's it. Go with the elimination process. You can reach the answer easily. Next question is, if DELHI is coded as 73541 and CALCUTTA as 825896662, how can CALICUT be coded? Okay, see, DELHI. What is the code? 73541. Let's take the next one. CALCUTTA. What is the code? 825896662. Newbies, it's a very basic level question of coding and decoding. See here, using these two codes, we have to code the actual question. CALICUT. Okay. First, let's check for C. C we have in 2 places. See, these two, both the values are 8. So let's take C value as 8. Then let's check A. A here and here also we have A. Both values are 2. Let's take A value as 2. What about L? See, here we have L and also here both values are 5. Let's fix 5 for L. Okay, I. See here, I value 1. Okay, U. See here, U value 9. And what about T? T value 6. Okay, that's it. This is how you have to code it. Very basic level question. What is the answer for this question? Option C. I hope this is clear. Newbies, last question of the video. DFI KMP question mark YAD. This is letter series question. Okay. First is DFI. Okay. DFI. See, here we have 1 gap and here we have 2 gaps. Okay. Let's come to the next one now. KMP. Again, here we have 1 gap and here we have 2 gaps. Okay. Next we have question mark. Let it be. Last one is YAD is there, no? Let's write ABC here. ABCD. Okay. Then YAD. Check here. Here we have 1 gap and here also 2 gaps. Am I clear? Next thing, see here. Between I to K, what is the gap? 1 gap, right? Let's take the same gap and check here. Let's take 1 gap. We get R. Okay, we have this B option. Let's check it whether it is correct or not. R to T. Okay, T to W. Check the gap here. 1 and here 2 gaps. Yes, we got the pattern. It is following the same pattern like others, right? Let's check last one thing. Do we have 1 gap between these two? Yes, we have. Then what is the final answer? Option B is the final answer. That's it. Like this, you have to create a pattern. Accordingly, you have to answer it. I hope all the questions that we have solved in this video are clear. If you have any doubt, please do comment it. Thank you.